Hi, it's Josephine from the Pointe shop. I'm at Marin Ballet, and today is a very exciting day because we're getting fitted for our first pair of pointe shoes. And we worked together a couple months ago, and we fitted a bunch of the dancers in pre-pointe shoes. So they've been working in pre-pointe very hard, and they've improved so much, so it's really great. And I'm with Hope today, and we're going to be fitting her in her first pair of pointe shoes, and I'm going to show you what to look out for. So when I first looked at Hope's feet, the first thing that I noticed was how short her toes are. So she has really short toes, and she has a pretty high profile and a pretty wide foot. So those are the three things that I'm looking at in terms of just the shape. Now we're going to take a look at her flexibility and her strength. So tendu towards me. Very nice. So fantastic ankle alignment. She does very well. And you can see, now you can take a better look at the profile of her foot and see how thick that is. It's really pretty. I love this type of foot because it fills out the shoe really nicely. First position, can you turn to your right foot for me? Beautiful. So same thing, great ankle alignment. She's pretty flexible and she's strong, which is not actually very common when it comes to first pair of pointe shoes, but we have a pretty good foot here. So first position. So I'm going to take a look at a couple different pointe shoes, and if this was her third or fourth pair of pointe shoes, I might fit her a little bit differently, but since this is her first pair, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at and what's important for your first pair of pointe shoes. Most pointe shoes look pretty good on her if the size fits because it fills out the shoe really nicely, so there's nothing gaping and nothing bothering her. So if you just get the right size in this type of foot, it's just so pretty. Stand up for me. So it's very similar to her foot shape. So it's a wider platform, wider metatarsals, and it's like a nice square box so that she can balance really well on. Bring your left foot up on pointe. Very nice. Press up on both feet. So you can kind of tell like what her more flexible foot is. Everyone's gonna have one more than the other, but we really want to strive to kind of even them out. So this looks pretty great. She's all the way on top of her platform. It looks really pretty on her. Her foot is filling out the shoe completely. So this is pretty great. So we're gonna take a look at another pair. So this looks good. This is option number one. Okay, and then we're gonna do option number two. Very good. And I like to put the shoe on the dancer as well because I want to see how fast the shoe goes in, so I can kind of tell like how the size is fitting. Stand up for me. First position, demi-plie. Okay, good. Straighten. And this is also filling out the shoe very nicely. Bring your left foot up on pointe, and then press up on both feet. Very nice. More on your big toe. Very good. So this is a pretty good shoe as well. If this was her third or fourth pair of pointe shoes, I probably wouldn't go this direction. And the reason for that is because the Vamp is so short and she's so flexible that she's probably gonna roll over pretty soon. But what I want for her first pair is to be able to roll through. Can you roll down for me?
Go through 3/4 point.
Good. That's probably one of the biggest things that I'm looking for her first pair of pointe shoes, her ability to roll up and roll down. And the other one, even though these are really, really pretty and these are gorgeous, the Vamp is just a little bit too long for her toes. So it's cutting her off right here. Can you go into parallel for me? So you kind of can't tell when her foot's inside the shoe, but when she takes it off, I'll show you. Step up onto pointe. The Vamp is actually really short. So it goes actually down here. Most of it's fabric, so it looks like it's a longer Vamp, but it's not. The Vamp actually cuts off really short here. And this one, the Vamp comes up a little bit higher. So in terms of just her shape, I like this shoe a little bit better, the first one that we tried on, because it's closer to her foot shape. But for her first pair, I really want a Vamp that is a lot shorter, so she's really able to roll through. I think that after her first couple pairs, she's gonna be able to do that no problem in any shoe, so I'm not gonna be worried about that. But for her first pair, it's like half the Vamp size, so it's quite short. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Even though this shoe is a little bit more tapered than this one, I'm just looking at function at this point. So definitely looking at roll through. If you're going on pointe for your first pair, then you want to make sure that you're rolling through properly, you're aligned properly, you're strengthening your feet, and you're able to kind of manipulate your feet inside the shoe instead of just having it pop up, so that you're really strengthening your feet. So that's something that we're going to be looking for, and she's going to be at the bar for a while, so that's something that we were going to work on for the next year or so, and then we're going to change to a different shoe. So if you have any questions, you can leave it on the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.